Have you noticed your legs feeling heavier lately? Are stairs becoming your enemy? If you're over 60, you might think this is just aging. But what if your kitchen is hiding the real culprit? I've worked with thousands of seniors as a nutritional specialist for over 2 decades. Time and again, I've seen the same 5 foods silently stealing leg strength from my clients, often without them suspecting a thing. The good news? Once they made simple swaps in their diet, many regained mobility they thought was lost forever. Imagine wanting to keep up with your grandchildren at the park, tend to your garden, or explore a new city on vacation, only to have your legs feel too weak to cooperate. This isn't just about comfort, it's about maintaining your independence and quality of life. Today, I'll reveal 5 common foods that could be robbing you of your leg strength and, more importantly, what to eat instead. If you find this information valuable, please subscribe to our channel for more guidance on healthy aging. Food number 1. Processed sugar, the hidden energy thief. That spoonful of sugar in your morning coffee, the cookies with afternoon tea, or the ice cream after dinner, these sweet comforts seem harmless enough. But they might be the first culprit weakening your legs, did you know? According to the American Heart Association, the average American consumes about 77 grams of added sugar daily. That's nearly 20 teaspoons. Surprisingly, just one 12-ounce can of soda contains about 10 teaspoons of sugar, equivalent to what you'd get in 2 to 3 chocolate chip cookies. Sugar hides in places you might not expect. Your favorite BBQ sauce, healthy flavored yogurts, and even packaged breads. These sneaky sources add up quickly. When you eat processed sugar, think of it like pouring syrup into your bloodstream. You get a quick energy high, then crash. But there's something worse happening. Sugar causes swelling and irritation like rust forming inside your joints and muscles. This internal rust stiffens your knees and ankles, making recovery slower after even simple activities. That's why your legs feel heavy and tired by afternoon. Martha, a 72-year-old client of mine, used to think her afternoon slump and achy knees were just age. But when we cut back on sugar, she was amazed at the difference. Within just 3 weeks, I could feel my energy lasting longer, and my legs didn't feel as heavy when I walked my dog. Instead of processed sugar, try these simple swaps to keep your legs strong. For your sweet tooth, enjoy berries or apple slices with a touch of cinnamon. For your coffee, try stevia or monk fruit sweetener, available at Walmart in the baking aisle. For your baking, use half the sugar or substitute Mott's natural applesauce. For your breakfast, choose plain yogurt with fresh fruit instead of pre-sweetened varieties. So next time you're reaching for dessert, remember, choosing an apple instead of a cookie isn't just about calories, it's an investment in keeping you mobile and independent. Next, let's look at another everyday food that might be silently weakening your stability right now. Food number 2. Deep-fried and fast foods, the joint breakdown accelerators, the drive-through window, the crispy fried chicken, the golden French fries. These convenient options have become staples in American life. I understand the appeal. After decades of cooking meals, sometimes you just want something quick and tasty. Here's a shocking fact. According to the CDC, the average American eats fast food at least once daily, double the rate from 20 years ago. For adults over 60, this convenience comes at a steep price to your mobility and your wallet. What makes these foods so harmful? The unhealthy fats and repeatedly heated oils trigger swelling in your joints. This doesn't just cause pain, it actively breaks down the cushioning in your knees and hips, accelerating joint deterioration and making movement increasingly difficult. There's also the weight factor. For every extra pound you carry, your knees experience 4 pounds of additional pressure when walking. A diet high in fried foods typically leads to weight gain, placing enormous stress on your leg joints. Let's talk about something many of us don't consider: the financial cost. Medicare typically covers only 80% of a joint replacement, leaving you responsible for thousands in out-of-pocket expenses. A knee replacement costs between $15,000 to $35,000, with months of painful recovery. By making better choices now, you're potentially saving yourself both physical discomfort and significant medical bills. Instead of fried options, try these satisfying alternatives. For that crispy craving, oven-baked chicken with herbs and a light olive oil spray. For the crunch factor, air-fried vegetables without the harmful oils. For restaurant dining, grilled fish with lemon, and herbs for protein without joint-damaging fats. For potato lovers, sweet potato wedges baked with a touch of olive oil instead of French fries. Next time you're at a restaurant, just look for words like grilled or baked on the menu, instead of crispy or fried. Your knees will thank you with every step you take. If you're finding this information helpful, tap the like button so I know to create more content like this. Now let's talk about something probably sitting in your refrigerator right now that could be silently draining your strength. Food number 3. Processed meats, hidden mobility, Zappers, bacon sizzling in the pan, deli ham in your sandwich, hot dogs at the baseball game. Processed meats are deeply woven into American food culture. They're convenient, flavorful, and nostalgic. According to the World Health Organization, these foods are classified as potential carcinogens and significant contributors to joint problems. This is particularly concerning for your mobility and balance. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, pepperoni, and deli slices contain preservatives, excessive sodium, and additives that undermine your muscle strength. The high sodium causes water retention, making your legs feel heavy and swollen, while the preservatives interfere with proper muscle function. Robert, a 68-year-old retiree, came to me complaining about swollen ankles. I used to have a ham sandwich every day for lunch. My ankles would swell so much that I could barely get my shoes off. We switched him to fresh cooked chicken instead. Within 2 weeks, the swelling was gone, and I could feel my legs again. This isn't just one man's story. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults who regularly eat processed meats showed up to 40% faster decline in walking speed and leg strength over 5 years compared to those who ate fresh proteins. Replace processed meats with these muscle-supporting alternatives. For sandwiches, rotisserie chicken, available pre-cooked at most grocery stores. For breakfast, fresh eggs with vegetables instead of bacon or sausage. For quick lunches, canned tuna or salmon instead of processed deli meats. For diverse cultural options, try bean-based proteins like hummus or black bean burgers. When grocery shopping at Kroger or Walmart, head to the fresh meat section rather than the deli counter. Your stability and balance will improve as swelling decreases. Which harmful food might be in your pantry right now? Let's continue. Food number 4. High sodium foods. The stability. Sappers. Salt is the most familiar seasoning in our kitchens, yet most Americans over 60 consume far more than they realize. According to the CDC, approximately 90% of Americans consume more than the recommended 2,300 milligrams of sodium daily. Here's something that might surprise you. A single cup of canned soup can contain more sodium than 5 large orders of McDonald's French fries. This excess comes not just from your salt shaker, but from canned soups, frozen meals, restaurant food, and packaged snacks that line the shelves at Safeway or Publix. What happens when you eat too much salt? Your body retains water, particularly in your lower extremities. This creates that uncomfortable heaviness and swelling in your ankles and calves that makes walking feel like a chore. For someone in their 60s, 70s or beyond, this added burden can turn a simple trip to the mailbox into an exhausting ordeal. Beyond water retention, high sodium intake interferes with calcium absorption, gradually weakening your bones. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 Americans over 65 falls each year, with weakened bones and muscles being primary contributors. The financial impact is substantial. The average cost of a fall-related hospitalization is around $30,000. Home care services can quickly drain retirement savings, all from something as simple as too much salt in your diet. Reduce sodium while maintaining flavor with these strategies. For seasoning, use fresh herbs like oregano, rosemary, and basil instead of salt. For flavor enhancement, try lemon juice, vinegar, or black pepper to brighten flavors naturally. For packaged foods, look for low sodium or no salt added on canned and packaged foods. For canned goods, rinse beans and vegetables under cold water to remove up to 40% of added sodium. Have you checked the sodium content in your favorite Campbell's soup lately? Most of my clients are shocked to discover they're consuming 2 days' worth of sodium in a single meal. Which food swap might be easiest for you to make this week? Share in the comments below. Now let's examine the final culprit behind weakening leg strength, one that appears at almost every American meal. Food number 5. Refined carbohydrates, the muscle support underminer, white bread toast with breakfast, the sandwich at lunch, pasta for dinner. Refined carbohydrates dominate the American diet. These foods have been stripped of their nutritional value, with all the good stuff, fiber, vitamins, minerals, removed during processing. Here's a startling comparison. Your body processes a slice of white bread almost identically to how it processes a tablespoon of pure sugar. A typical breakfast of white toast with jam can send your blood sugar soaring, then crashing, leaving your legs feeling weak and unsteady before you've even started your day. When you eat refined carbs like white bread, pasta, or cereals, your body quickly converts them to sugar. This triggers the same swelling response we discussed earlier. Your muscles and joints take the hit, becoming weaker and more painful over time. According to the American Diabetes Association, diets high in refined carbohydrates significantly increase weight gain in older adults. This puts extra strain on your already challenged leg joints and muscles. More concerning for your mobility. After age 60, we naturally lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade. Poor diet choices can double this loss rate. That's the difference between staying independent and needing assistance to get around. Here are better choices that support strong legs and steady energy. For bread lovers, switch to whole grain, bread with visible seeds and grains. For rice dishes, replace white rice with brown rice, quinoa or farro. For breakfast, choose steel-cut oats rather than instant oatmeal packets. For side dishes, enjoy sweet potatoes instead of white potatoes for more nutrients and steady energy. Always pair these complex carbohydrates with some protein, eggs, fish, or beans to stabilize your blood sugar and provide the amino acids your muscles need to stay strong. The energy from whole grains is released slowly, giving your legs steady fuel throughout the day rather than the quick rise and fall that leaves you feeling shaky and tired. Your legs have carried you through decades of life, work days, family gatherings, travels, and countless daily activities. They deserve care and attention, especially now when maintaining your mobility equals maintaining your independence. The 5 foods we've discussed, processed sugar, fried foods, processed meats, high sodium items, and refined carbohydrates may be common in the American diet, but they're actively undermining your leg strength, balance, and stability. By making thoughtful substitutions, you're not just improving your diet, you're investing in your ability to climb stairs, play with grandchildren, travel, garden, and live life on your terms. You're also potentially saving thousands in medical costs and preserving your retirement savings.